Deep beneath our feet, massive slabs of oceanic crust are caught in a relentless downward pull. Earth's subduction zones move like immense heavy machinery, dragging ancient rock down into the crushing heat of the mantle. But if this process went on forever, the map of our planet would be unrecognizable. Eventually, the oceans would be completely swallowed, and the continents would be forced into a single, endless pile of crust. Since we still have oceans, we know these systems have to stop eventually. But initiating subduction requires immense geological pressure. It's like trying to force a heavy freight train up a steep hill. Because of that initial effort, geologists have long assumed that once a plate starts moving, its momentum is nearly impossible to break. The standing theory was that stopping it would require a sudden, massive, and immediate collision. The problem with that assumption is that humanity has never actually caught a subduction zone in the act of shutting down. Documenting the death of these colossal systems is one of the final hurdles in mapping the full life cycle of the Earth's surface. Evidence of that process is finally surfacing in the coastal waters of the Pacific Northwest. As this cross-section shows, the oceanic Juan de Fuca plate is currently sliding directly beneath the North American continental plate. During the 2021 KC-21 expedition, scientists mapped this boundary using a 15-kilometer-long array of sensors. By recording how sound waves echoed off the seafloor, they captured a high-resolution image of the rock descending into the deep earth. Instead of a solid slab of crust sinking smoothly, the data revealed severe, jagged fractures. In one major section, the subducting plate has actively torn and dropped by 5 kilometers. To confirm the image, researchers cross-referenced the region's earthquake records. Usually, an active fault grinding against another plate produces constant seismic noise. But along a 75-kilometer stretch of this tear, the records show absolutely zero earthquakes. A fault only goes quiet when the rocks are no longer stuck together. This silence proves that massive chunks of the Juan de Fuca plate are no longer a single unit. The crust is literally severing into pieces. Researchers describe this piecemeal breakdown as episodic termination. The mechanics are straightforward. As chunks of the plate detach, the gravitational weight pulling the rest of the slab downward weakens, and the entire system loses momentum. This replaces the old theory of a catastrophic crash with a much slower reality. It's like watching a massive train derail one car at a time over millions of years. These massive subduction zones don't die in a single event. They lose their power through a slow, piecewise breakdown. This mechanical breakdown explains a long-standing anomaly further south, along the coast of Baja California. Just offshore, the ocean floor contains fragments of the ancient Farallon plate. For years, these fossil microplates made little structural sense to researchers because they appeared completely isolated from any major fault. We now know those fragments were created by the same piece-by-piece termination process that is currently happening at Cascadia. By looking beneath the Pacific Northwest today, scientists are effectively seeing the exact process that formed ancient coastlines like Baja millions of years ago. While the science connects us to the deep past, these subterranean tears have immediate consequences for the modern human world. Even though the Juan de Fuca plate is technically dying, the risk of a catastrophic Big One earthquake and tsunami in the region remains high. However, mapping these fractures allows researchers to build more precise hazard models, calculating exactly how seismic energy will travel through the broken crust during the major rupture. The Earth's crust is an active recycling engine, and for the first time, we can observe the specific steps a tectonic giant takes as it finally lays itself to rest.